Hi, how are you? I hope you're having an amazing night. I'm stopping here just to share with you one message. Lately, I've been talking a lot about leadership and holistic leadership and what that means, why you should aim to be a leader, and what is so important to be a very mindful, aware leadership. Not too long ago, I created a newsletter that you can find on LinkedIn about like the fulfillment path. As you know, I'm been in this um, long way, never end path of fulfillment. I really find amazed the opportunity to really live my life every day in the best way I can, in the best way possible. Knowing that every day you achieve something, when you wake up every morning wanted to live, really want to share, and you want to grow. I think like it's amazing be able to impact the life of someone else. And I feel like so many people is so confused with a lot of information and we don't know what I actually believe. So I want to decide to make that podcast and this video to share with you one opportunity that you can get as a general guide the how you can build yourself and put yourself in a better position where you can lead, when you can even lead yourself. Many people think, oh no, I'm too shy, it's not my personality, I like to better be behind, I don't want to be in the spotlight. But honestly, I have to be with you, it's like you always have to be a leader in your life because in some point you have to make decisions. You have to make very tough decisions in some hard moments that if you are not aware or what actually you are living in, what are you living in, and what you are doing, whatever you are doing, it's very hard that you can guide yourself, guide your family, grow, and feel fulfilled. So today, I have escalated in very short and very summarized way 6 steps that I believe that you practice. This is just a guidance. You can test it, and it will work in your spiritual life, it will work in your physical life, it will work in your work, will work with your relationships, even the relation with money, it will help you in that way. And always I start with the first thing: be selfish. I know you didn't expect me to say that, but in the beginning, you have to be selfish. You have to be able to know yourself. You cannot just uh, imagine the person that who you are. You cannot just pretend to be someone who you don't are. But then the question is how I know myself, right? And I always, uh, I like to go over the basic, and I love lists. So I will recommend you grab a piece of a paper and a pen and write things that you are good at it, things that how you will see yourself. Ask people that you love how they see themselves, how they see you, and how you connect with them, and what they like you. Be able to get out of this I will say bubble where we all live, thinking that we know who we are just because we are living X amount of years with us. To be honest, I'm very here with 33 years old and I still know myself. And I always be so interested to know myself because I'm willing to change, I'm willing to learn, I'm willing to evolve. And it's not nothing better than actually uh, be able to recognize that I'm growing. I am not the same person of 5 years ago, and I'm proud of it. That doesn't mean change my values, change my principles, change what I believe. It's just you start to see things different, you get new information, and you adapt. You adapt to the hard situations, and you are able to enjoy more, to simplify your life. So be selfish in the beginning, it's just a stage. Don't stay there because you will never fulfill the leadership. You will never grow. You really need to have relation with others and understand that selfness it really helps, but you really need to be selfish in the beginning just because you need to be able to know yourself. The second thing, if you want to be a good leader, I would say learn to be alone. Lonely is a very interesting place to be when you want to be a leader. Why? Because sometimes you have to make decisions that people might don't like. Sometimes you have to be in the positions that no one else or almost anybody want to be there. So Be able to be alone with yourself. And it's why the first step is very important, because you need to be able to know yourself, to know who you are, to be have explicit and very clearly mindset of why you are doing whatever you are doing. And then in the second stage, if that happens, that you have to be alone, you know how to be alone. You know how to be you alone. And to be able that you can go to dinner alone, that you can go to the cinema alone, that you can be alone one day, will interact with anybody, and you like the relationship that you have with you. You cannot believe how many people do not know how to be alone. They need to be shared with them, or if they are alone, they enter in that stage and that mindset of feel miserable, depressed, and it's so unique when you choose to be alone than when you are forced to be alone. Of course, doesn't feel in the same way. But if you train yourself to be alone, believe me, it will help you a lot. When you figure out those two things, the third step I will say is be able to connect with you and the reasons of the intentions of why you're doing whatever you try to do. Believe in that and knowing why. For me, why is the best questions possible. And actually, in my last certifications, and I learned one thing that is so important, the 5 W's. And the 5 W's just go why you do something, and then why you want to do that, and then why you keep doing, and why you want to insist. And you always go to the bottom line, and you always have to do something. If you want to be a true leader, there's something that involves someone else. So understand why you want to be a leader, why you want to be in that spot, why you want to take the responsibility in your life is very important, because it will give you purpose. It will give you a north that you have to follow. Believe it or not, when you are with your family, when you want to start a family, as a man, you are the head of the house. So you must need to be a leader. You need to know why you're doing something, and not just because you want to. It really has to be something that is a little more meaningful, more honorable to pursue. Something that has nothing to do with physics. You have to stop thinking just in what is the rewards that we have, what is the recognition that we'll have, how much money I will make, what is the fame that I will achieve, how many likes I will have. Forget about this. That is pointless. It is meaningless. That you have to pursue if you want to pursue that. But if you want to be a leader, you have to really believe in why you are doing whatever. You already know yourself. You already know how to leave yourself alone in the case that happened. And most important is why you want to do it. And third, you have to understand that leadership is about relationships. If you're not able to have a relation with you first, a truly natural, well-balanced relation with yourself, you will never be able to have a relation with someone else. You have to be able to say things in the way that you believe in, with the reason, not necessarily because you want to be right, not necessarily because you just want to have the last word. That is ego. You have to completely apart yourself from the ego. And you have to understand that you are you because you are secure, because you know it yourself. And believe me, that's 3 steps that I just said to you are very important, just because that will reveal you truly you, and will be your confidence. So when you go on that step, or try to have relationship with you, when you know yourself, and then you want to connect with someone else, it will help you a lot better, because you really will show interest. Interest cannot be fake. You cannot pretend to have interest in someone. People feel it, because we are energy. So you must show yourself naturally, organically, that you wanna help, you wanna serve someone else. And that is very connected with the 5 step, and it's service. If you wanna be a leader, you have to be willing to serve. You cannot ask for something if you are not willing to do it first, and never ask for something that you are not willing to do. So when you enter in a relationship, right, you want to ask for loyalty, but it's not something that you want to offer. It's not something that you really believe in. you will never achieve loyalty, because loyalty cannot be buy, happiness cannot be buy, peace cannot be buy, fulfillment cannot be buy. So that is very important to understand, because you already know why you are doing it. You already have a relationship. When you are truly showing empathy, you are showing yourself true. But overall, you know your purpose. You know why you want to do it. And then when the time comes that you want to really leave that part, you have to do it with intentions, and really intentions to serve. To serve is to put you in the self that you want to do things with people. And any kind of business that you will work on it, can be cybersecurity, can be engineering, can be medical, can be design, whatever has to do with people. You are in the business of people. As soon as you understand that and you learn how to relate yourself with people, the best. Because you can be the best engineer, and yes, you can make a lot of money, but you will feel miserable just because you don't know how to connect with people. So that is very important. And overall, connect with you. Believe me, when you connect with you, the things became just easy and natural. And the last part is, as I always presented, is never do things to get something in exchange. I know in business people tell, okay, what I wanna gain, and what I will get in return if I do certain things. But relationship, leadership, holistic leadership has to do with a balance of your spiritual, of your body, of your mind, and your emotions. And it has to do with you combine the whole you, and not necessarily just faces or sides of you. You have to be a whole in order to really be a true and an honest leader that people want to follow. And things that you can be an example, when people can see in you inspiration, when people can see in you admiration to do things. Even now, whatever position that you have to understand that it's nothing to do with what is the title of your position. It's about like how much impact, influence you have in people. So when you understand that you're in the business of people, and you want to serve, and you want to just be an example, building relationships, and also be able to work for those, believe me, life will compensate you, and you will receive things in return without you even looking. And you will be able to thank and to be grateful and to enjoy whatever you are doing, because you are understanding that you are doing things because the first step, you're doing things for you because you want it. You know why you want to do it. You know what is your purpose. You are building a relationship with you. And even though nobody cares, you're able to be alone and be able to thrive, knowing that you are satisfied with the effort that you're doing, because it's been honest and very organic and natural purpose. That is the mistake that I found so many times when I tried to mentor someone else. When I tried to have a conversation that we can develop, that we can grow, and we can interact. People often, they want to be right. They want people just obey them because you are the boss, or because you are in a position to lead, then you expect people to lead you. You have to understand, yes, I believe people can be built as a leader, but also I believe people born with certain skills that you can get and to be a leader easy, because you can like exposition, you can like to be talking in front of people, but to be a leader, you don't need to be a center of attention. You have to have impact, you have to have influence, and you have to have a relationship. When you have those things, believe me, the things you flow like the flow of the things is just easy, and you will find yourself satisfied. And that is the most important part. And that is what I want to preach, I want to teach, and want to show people. You don't need too many things. You need to live your life well balanced, satisfied, and thankful for everything that you have. And the life will compensate you back. Because everything that you do, knowing that have intentions and a very transparent intentions, it will compensate you. You don't need to pretend, you don't need to fake, and believe me that the happiness and fulfillment, it will be always with you.